Let's look back to one season. Lamar Jackson, the winner of the Heisman Trophy 2016, deservedly so. And I cut a video explaining my take on this, and that Lamar Jackson should be given all the credit for an amazing season. Just look at the stat line from Game 1 through Game 13. He exploded onto the scene after a 2015 in which he was buried on the depth chart, stepped onto the field a couple games into the season, and then took off from there as a runner, not necessarily a passer. Had a much better passing season in 2016, and that's what helped him win the award. Dynamic playmaking, both through the air and with his legs. 6 TDs in the opener against Charlotte. Then came the game that I think won him the Heisman Trophy, taking on Florida State, a top 5 team at the time, a team that always beat Louisville. And he just annihilated the Seminoles, and his team did as well with 63 points, scored 5 touchdowns against Florida State, and pretty much from then on, he was just protecting the hardware. It was his from then on. Louisville was a national championship contender. They went to Clemson. They stumbled there, but didn't necessarily lose the title there because Clemson was highly ranked, and it was a road loss by 1 possession, 1 score. And actually, Jackson led the Cardinals down the field late in the game and put them in position to win the game. They didn't quite convert on a 4th and short, but he had a phenomenal game against the Tigers, 295 passing, 162 rushing. So he still had the Heisman in place, and his team still contended for the national title. Okay, this is what I thought should have lost him the Heisman Trophy. A 3-game stretch and 2 that were obviously played before the Heisman was voted on. The Houston game, 20 of 43 on the road against the Cougars. He ran for 33 yards on 25 carries. Then he goes to Kentucky in the final game of the season and throws 3 picks. And Louisville stumbles home with a 9-3 record. Of course, the bowl game not taken into consideration. It was after the Heisman vote, and he only went 10 of 27 against LSU, had a horrible game against the Tigers and losing 29-9, couldn't get his team into the end zone. Deshaun Watson, I know that it's easy to say now, and I'm not even taking the playoff appearances against Ohio State and Alabama into consideration. He was the best quarterback in the country. Check out the line, check out the numbers, go back more so to the performances he made in the clutch in the games that counted down the stretch in leading Clemson into a position when the Heisman vote was taken to get to an ACC championship and then ultimately to the national championship.